guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sherry, also known as Kammy is my motivation. If you're new here and you enjoyed today's video, make sure you subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave me a comment and turn on your notifications so you don't miss when I upload a new video. Today I'm going to be trying a few new products. The first one is going to be eyeshadow palette by Glam Nubian Queen. I did purchase this with my own coins. This is not a sponsored video. However, I do have an affiliate link. So if you enjoy the video and you do like how the look comes out, definitely go over there to the website and check it out by clicking on the link. You will get a discount and that will just help support my channel. I'm also going to be trying the foundation stick, which I do think is a little dark. So I think I'm just going to use it as my contour. I also did purchase the primer as well. And they also have this product which is cheek and lip color, and that is so pretty. So I can't wait to try that out to see how that looks. So we're gonna go ahead and get this started. So come a little closer. Come on, I won't bite. All right guys, we're back, and as you can see, I've already completed one eye. I've already laid down my eyeshadow fallout tape up under the other eye. And so the first thing I've done, as you can see, is that I've done my eyebrows, and I used the Juvia's Place shade number 12 to shape my eyebrows, as well as my Coffee Fenty to set the crease up under my eye on the completed side. So now we are going to work on the other side. So in my other videos, I talk about the tape that you place up under your eye to catch the fallout. That is the tape that I'm talking about. So we're going to first go into that Glam Nubian Queen palette, and I'm going to use a medium-sized blending brush, and I'm going to go into that Nubian pan, which is like a dark wine color. I always tap it in first, and then I swipe back and forth in my crease. And I always suggest, which is something that I've learned from other gurus, always hold your brush at the end of the brush, which kind of keeps you from making it too heavy, and you have a lot more control over the amount of product that you apply. So always hold your brush closer to the end. Because we always want to build our color. We don't want to go in too heavy. We want to blend it to the desired look that we're going for. Okay, now I'm going to go into a smaller blending brush, and now I'm going to go into my transition shade, which is going to be the Icon color. It's like a lighter color, fuchsia is what I would call it. And I'm going to go right over top of the Nubian, which is like the wine color. I'm going to say wine. And I'm going to do my transition shade. So I'm going to go in with my favorite matte black color, and I'm going to go over the wine in the corner because I want to darken that up. And this is a trick. When you apply a little black and then you go back over it with your other color, that'll deepen that color a lot more. Because for me, I want it to be a little more darker. I don't want it to necessarily be black, but I want it to be dark. So I go in with a matte black on top of the wine that I used originally. And once I have that on there, then I go back into my pan of the wine color and go back on top of that. All right, so now I'm going to go into my primer, my eyeshadow primer, And this is shade number 2. This is by Juvia's Place and it's number 2. So I'm going to use a flat brush to apply it to my eyelid where I want to apply my shimmer shade. Because I'm going to be using 2 different shimmer shades for this look. Now for me, I know a lot of people don't always like to use primer, but I find that it makes my color more intensified when I use a base versus when I don't. And so when you're laying your doing your cut crease, you're also shaping, because remember, this dries, and wherever you do your cut crease, when you apply your shimmer shade, that's where it's gonna be. So you want to make sure you take your time when you placing this on your eyelid and making sure that you shape it the way you want it, whether it's just in the center, whether it's more towards your tear duct, whether it's towards the outside, whether you want just a little bit or a lot. Wherever you put that base and you apply a color on top, that's what's going to be more, that's what's going to intensify, be more intensified, if that makes sense. So I'm just trying to get my shape just right, and I had to pull my lid just a little bit. And what I'm doing is I'm also tapping to just make sure it gets tacky. I don't want it to just be wet. So I want to make sure it's a thin layer, and I just kind of tap and work it in until it's getting a little dry, a little tacky. So I'm not adding any more to my brush. I'm just making sure I have the shape that I want and making sure that I work it in good so it's not wet and it's again becoming tacky. All right, so now I'm going in with a flat brush to go in with my shimmer shade. The first color that I'm going to go in with is the one at the top, which is Matte. It's like a shimmery, I want to say wine color as well. But you see how when I place, it looks dark in the pan, but when I put it on top of the primer, it's a little lighter. So once you got it on there, then you can start swiping. Because I don't want to see any of the base. So you want to make sure you get it in there real good so you don't see where you laid your base on your eyelid. So we're building. Everything is just building it up to get the color payoff that you want. All right, so now we have another flat brush, and I'm going to go in with my next color, which is going to be Sin City. All right, tap it in. I'm trying to remember to keep myself in focus, guys. So go back into Matte. And now we want to make sure we marry the colors together. I don't want to see a harsh line. So what are we doing? We're blending. Not too much to where you go in and completely cover your other color, but you just kind of where the line is, where one stopped and the other began. You just kind of want to blend right in that little section right there. I say this all the time: blend, blend, blend. We go back into our Nubian color, and now we want to do the same to the other side. We're blending everything together. No harsh lines. Go back in with your transition shade to go over top as well to blend in the top part. So you see where I put the black at, how it looks just more like a more dark wine color. It doesn't look black anymore because the black helps to do what? Intensify the color. So you go in with a little of your color, add a little black, and then go back over it with the color just to intensify the color. So I'm going back in with a little wine, and I'm just going over in my crease area. And you want to take your time with your eyeshadow. That is your focus. Your eyeshadow, your eyes. Your eyes are your focus. So when people are looking at you, you want them to just be like, how did they get all those colors together? I can't see where one started, where one ended. Because you want to take your time and always blend out your shadows. Blend out your colors. All right, so now I'm going to go in with Cupcake, and I'm just going to go over top where my concealer is, where I shape my eyebrows. It's kind of hard to tell on here, but in person you'll be able to see it's a little bit of a shimmer, the Cupcake color, not too much, because I know a lot of people don't like to do shimmer on the brow bone anymore, but I still do. And also, as you can tell, with the eyeshadow tape, it kind of helps to shape the eyeshadow for you, so you don't have to necessarily be perfect with your lines, or even though you can go in there and clean it up, but it just saves a little time. So I won't have to do as much cleaning. And it saves from all, after you've prepped your face, the last thing you want to do is have a bunch of fallout on your eyes, under your eyes, on your face, where you've already went in there and put your moisturizer, your SPF, or whatever you use, vitamin C. So I'm just kind of patting it because I see where I didn't have the eyeshadow guard. That's what I'm going to call it for the sake of the video. Just kind of make sure I got some of the glitter from under my eyes. And this is my eyeliner. And I'm just going to go up under there, I use my little wedge where I put the coffee setting powder under my eyes. I'm going to use that. And I'm just going to place my eyeliner on. And like, this is just a beauty supply eyeliner. It's no special eyeliner or anything like that. It's just store-bought. It's not a pencil. It's soft. I like that better. And then I'm going to go back into my matte black, and I'm going to go over top of the black eyeliner just to kind of, I want to say, blow it out a little bit, smudge it a little bit, so it's just not a harsh line. And I tend to always do that. Alright guys, so we're back, and so now I'm going to go in with the Glamazon Beauty Mystical Veil 2-in-1 Moisturizing Face Primer. I'm going to give it a try together. This is the first time me opening it up and using it. So honestly, I think I may have used too much just because it is a moisturizing face primer. I don't think I should have went in with as much as I did, because as you can see, it's not greasy or oily, but I just think I used too much, because considering that it's a primer and a moisturizer, and I've already used moisturizer as well as SPF on my face. I think I also put my vitamin C on there, so it's just a lot going on. So I would say this is very moisturizing. So I say if you use this, go light. Don't put too much on. I still think I can make it work, but as you can see, I think it's just a little heavy. So if you do have dry skin, I think this is perfect. But I just think for me, it's just a little bit much because I had already applied moisturizer, not thinking that this is a moisturizing primer. So you can skip that step. Maybe do your vitamin C, your SPF, and then go straight in with this, but not use a separate moisturizer and then use this, because it is moisturizing already. And as you can see, I don't apply this under the eyes. At least I try not to, because I've already put setting powder under my eyes, which is the trick that I use to help with my deep inset under my eyes. So now I'm going to go in with my setting spray. So when I do my face, after each step, I use my setting spray. And this is a mattifying setting spray. This is by Rimmel London. It's Fix and Go Stay Matte. So hopefully that'll help as well with the, I feel like over moisturized. And then my cute little fan to dry my face. If you're interested in that, it's also available in my Amazon storefront, and that link is down below in the description box. So I did, like I said earlier, I did purchase the foundation stick, but I chose Chocolate Mousse number 12, which I think is too dark for me. So I'm going to end up using that as my contour. I'm going to use that foundation stick for my contour. I'm going to use the Born This Way by Too Faced, and I'm using the shade Sable for my foundation. So I'm going to apply some on the back of my hand. I usually put the drops all over my face, but watching some of the other gurus, they just apply it on the back of their wrists, and then they just go in with it. I think it's a lot messy, and you don't have a bunch of foundation running, especially if it's a liquid foundation. And I use a blending brush to blend my foundation in. If you use a brush, that's fine. I just prefer using a blender. So now I'm going to take the butt of the blender and I'm just going to tap it in. You want to work it in really good. Make sure you hit those ears, especially if your ears are going to be showing or not. I always hit my ears so it all just looks seamless. And I make sure I go up under my cheek and under my chin. Well, under my jawbone. I guess that's the correct terminology. And I go right up to the hairline as well. And I feel like this is full coverage foundation. I don't know about everyone. Like, I don't take a long time to put foundation because to me, I really don't apply a lot. I don't apply it heavy. I don't really have an issue with my skin other than the one side where I think I got bit by a mosquito. But I really, I don't try to have perfect skin. Like, I do have a scar on my forehead that when I burnt myself. I don't go in with a color corrector. I don't try to make it perfect. That's just my preference. So however you do your foundation, of course, is fine. If you want to go in with a color corrector to hit or concealer to go over some of your marks that may be on your face before you go in with your foundation, that's perfectly fine. That's just not a step that I do. So I'm also going to be using the Born This Way by Too Faced concealer. This does give you super coverage. It's a multi-use sculpting concealer. Some people conceal, contour, highlight, or retouch with it. I'm going to use mine as a highlighter. So I'm going to go under my eyes, hit my chin and my forehead. Now on your concealer, some people go one shade lighter. I believe this is like 2 shades lighter. If I can remember when I went in the store, it's like 2 shades lighter. If you want to do one shade or more of a matching shade, you just want a little more coverage, that's fine. So now I'm going to go in, like I said, with the foundation stick by Glamazon Beauty. All right, and you see how dark it is? Yeah, definitely not my shade. So I'm going to use it to contour. I don't really know how dark I think I am sometimes when I'm selecting my foundation, but yeah, this is definitely too dark to be my foundation. But I think it'll work out perfect for me, my contour. All right, so we're going to go in with our sponge. And I'm just going to blend it out. And I take it up into my hairline. And I'm going under the chin. Take my earrings off. All right, I'm going to go in with a flat brush. And I'm going to blend out my contour on my cheeks. All right, and we're doing circular motions, but we're also blending upwards, not downwards. We're blending upwards. You want to take your time, blend everything out. So I'm going to go in with the Juvia's Place Bronzing Deep Dark. And I'm just going in over top of my contour just to kind of add a little more color. So it won't look so dark. So now I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier setting powder. I'm going to spray my sponge. You want to dampen it. You can use setting spray. You can use water, whichever one that you prefer. So before I do that, I need to blend out. I've let it set long enough, so I'm going to take a wedge and I'm going to spray that as well. And I'm going to go ahead and blend out my concealer. Okay, so all I'm doing now, I've blended out my concealer and I'm going in with my setting powder. So this whole process is just take your time, get it all blended out. So now what I'm going to do is the same blending blender that I used to apply my foundation. I am using that to blend everything together. So I'm going over all my lines. I don't want to see any harsh lines. I don't want to see where the concealer and the setting powder started, where the foundation or the contour started. You're blending and marrying everything together. So you want to take your time and really blend. I'm going to go back in with my Juvia's Place bronzing palette. And I'm contouring my nose. So anytime I contour my nose, I always go up into the eyebrows with my brush and come down the side of my nose and just kind of swipe across the tip of my nose. So now we're going to set the face, spray it really, really well. And I'm using my cute little fan to make it dry a little faster. So now we're going to go in with the Glamazon Beauty. This is cheek and lip color, which means you can apply it to your cheek for blush or to your lips. So I've decided to use this for my cheeks. I'm just going to put a few dots and we're going to blend it out. This is called I'm Perfect Red. I think for me, I'm going to use a sponge. I'm going to lightly tap it in first. And then we're going to blend it out. So this is my first time using a liquid blush. I normally use a powder blush, so I'm trying something new. So it seems as if the more you pat it in, or the more you blend it, the deeper it gets. It doesn't stay as bright of a red, which I'm happy about, just because I don't want it to be a bright red when my eyeshadow is more of a wine and burgundy color. So besides that ugly bump, I think it turned out cute. I like it. But such is life. We just have to learn to work with what we got. I don't know how I feel about using the foundation stick for my contour. It seems rather deep, I don't know if it's because it's not a powder or anything like that, but maybe it'll still work. Maybe not so if I don't use it so heavy, because I really kind of like my blush and my contour to kind of marry together and not be so obvious, but we're going to work with it. Alright guys, so we're back. I've added my cute little headband wig, and now we're just going to go in with the finishing touches. So I'm going to take a real small pencil brush. I'm going to spray it a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to go back into that palette, the cupcake color, and I'm going to use that for my highlighter in my tear ducts. And if you like the headband wig, this is the Coily unit, and I believe I got this at Hair Given Hair. Alright guys, so after all is said and done, I finally decided on a lip color. What I ended up using is called Bold Lip Liner. And this is a brand that I got at my local beauty supply. If I find the name of it, I will list it down in the description box. And it's basically a wine color. It's a real soft pencil, and I'm going to end up just going all in with my lips, just like I'm using it as my lipstick, basically. So I did my outline on my lips, and now I'm just going to fill in my lips with this same pencil. The color, it says, is AA065 Plum, and like I said, I got my local beauty supply. The name just has initials NK on it. So and I think I went over it just with a gloss. I think that works perfect. It goes with the eyeshadow look. And I'm just gonna put a little highlighter on the tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose. And I'm not going in heavy with the highlighter either. to add a little highlighter to my cheeks. So guys, if you like this look, definitely subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you know when I upload another video. And if you enjoy this transition, go check it out on TikTok and Instagram. I did a couple of cool transitions over there. My handle is at KAMMYISMYMOTIVATION on both of those as well. And the wig, like I said, is a wig that I purchased with my own coins from at Her Given Hair. It's a headband wig and it's a Coily unit. I don't remember the length, but I like it. It's definitely cute. It's something, you know, like I said, if you don't want to really fool with your hair, but you don't want to do any glue or spray, and you don't really want to slay no wig, get your headband wig. You can definitely manipulate it so it doesn't look like a headband wig. But I definitely like this. It's quick and easy. You can throw it on and go.